you're changing your oil wrong and don't even know it. And worse, you might be throwing money away or slowly destroying your engine. Stick around until the end because I'm going to show you the truth that nobody tells you. If you like no-nonsense automotive content, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. We post new videos every day to help you save money and avoid getting ripped off. Let's get straight to the point. Everyone's heard that you need to change your oil every 6,000 miles or every 6 months. Whichever comes first, your dad says it, your mechanic says it, your car's manual says it, but here's the first bombshell that nobody explains properly. Oil ages while sitting still. That's right. Even without driving a single mile, that oil inside your engine is aging, oxidizing, and losing its protective properties. Let me explain this in a way you'll never forget. Even when you don't use the vehicle, the oil begins to degrade. This happens due to contamination from fuel, soot, acids, and other byproducts generated during combustion while the engine is running. Additionally, contact with air and moisture inside the oil pan accelerates oxidation and degradation. Now comes the million-dollar question. How long can oil last sitting idle without going bad? In modern engines, manufacturers allow oil changes at 12 months, regardless of mileage driven. But there's a catch. In regions with high humidity, water condensation inside the engine can be a serious problem. Water can mix with the oil, forming an emulsion that reduces lubrication capacity. If you live in Florida, Louisiana, or any coastal region, pay attention to this. And here in the United States, especially in the Southeast and Gulf Coast, humidity accelerates everything. Even if the car is driven infrequently, the lubricant absorbs moisture, oxidizes, and loses its natural additives. Leave a comment below if you've had problems with old oil or if you've left your car sitting for too long. I want to hear your stories. Now, let's flip to the other side. What if you drive a lot? If you're driving congested city traffic and stop-and-go conditions, the change should be done at 3,000 miles. Some people drive 15,000, 20,000 miles per year. Uber drivers, sales reps, anyone who does long routes every day. During use, oil suffers from other factors like varying operating temperatures, increased contamination, and significant mechanical stress, which cause various oil degradation phenomena. High temperatures make everything happen faster for oil, accelerating all consequences and are responsible for the formation of sludge and varnish. Combustion residues are the main villain here. Soot, carbon particles, acids, all of this contaminates the oil. The filter catches some of this debris, but not all of it. Over time, the oil becomes saturated. Additives are depleted, and it loses its ability to protect the engine. Here's another secret that shops don't clearly explain. Synthetic oil. If you don't drive 600 miles per month, the change should be done every 6,000 miles or 12 months, whichever comes first. Semi-synthetic oil. The change should occur every 5,000 miles or 12 months. Conventional oil. The change should be done every 3,000 miles along with the filter or every 12 months. But what about that talk of long-life oil that lasts 10,000, 15,000 miles? Yes, it exists, but it depends heavily on the engine type and usage conditions. Some manufacturers recommend longer intervals for specific models. For example, some European cars like BMW, Mercedes, and Audi in the United States can go up to 10,000 miles between changes. But if you use your car daily, suffer through chaotic city traffic, high temperatures, drive-through, potholed streets, that oil change interval should drop to 3,000 to 5,000 miles for synthetic oil and 2,000 to 3,000 miles for conventional oil. If you're enjoying this content, you want to get to hit that like button and share with that friend who is always unsure about car maintenance. Now, let's talk about a situation few people know about. Cars driven only in the city, in heavy traffic, with the engine always cold or warm. This type of use is considered severe. The engine never reaches the ideal operating temperature, which is around 195 degrees Fahrenheit. With a coal engine, combustion isn't complete. More residue remains, and the oil gets contaminated faster. Additionally, When you're stuck in traffic with the engine running, the oil is circulating but not being cooled properly because the car isn't moving. This accelerates degradation. If this is your situation, heavy urban use, you need to change oil at shorter intervals than recommended. If the manual says 6,000 miles, do it at 5,000, 5,500 maximum, and change it at 12 months even if you haven't driven the full mileage. There's more. Flex fuel vehicles, or those using ethanol blends like E85, might require different attention. Ethanol has different characteristics from gasoline. And while there's no hard rule, it's always good to pay attention to engine behavior when you regularly use higher ethanol blends. Comment below which fuel you use most and whether you knew about these differences. Let's share experiences. Let's talk about actual prices in the United States in 2025. The average cost to change engine oil ranges from $35 to $75 at quick lube shops like Jiffy Lube or Valvoline, considering conventional oil and an oil filter. At dealerships like Ford, Chevy, or Toyota service centers, the cost can exceed $125, especially if the car requires premium synthetic oil. The cost depends on the type of oil used, the amount needed for the engine, and whether the service includes a new oil filter. Conventional oil runs between $35 and $50, including filter and labor. Semi-synthetic oil, between $45 and $70. Full synthetic oil, between $65 and $125. And one very important detail many people forget: the oil filter must always be changed with a lubricant. This component retains impurities circulating through the engine, and if reused it can contaminate new oil quickly. Filter costs generally range from $8 to $20, depending on the car model. Now, the big question. How do you know if your car's oil is ready to be changed without relying only on the odometer or calendar? You can observe some signs in daily use. Engine making more noise than normal. Fuel consumption increased for no apparent reason. Blue smoke from the exhaust. Difficulty starting, especially on cold days. These signs don't lie. If you notice any of them, don't wait until the scheduled change interval. Do it earlier. An engine is like a heart when it gives you a warning sign that something's wrong. You don't wait to see what happens. You take action. Let me give you important technical data. Testing shows that pistons easily reach temperatures of 480 degrees Fahrenheit in an engine under high load. In this scenario, the oil temperature in the pan can be close to 265 degrees, when temperature exceeds normal operating levels. For every 18 degrees Fahrenheit increase in temperature, the oil's useful life is cut in half. This means if you use your car in severe conditions, heavy traffic in cities like Los Angeles, Houston, or New York, high temperatures, the oil ages much faster than normal. That's why there's a difference between normal use and severe use. I'll close with the definitive golden rule about oil changes. Your owner's manual indicates the time frame by time or by mileage for oil changes, and it should be done as soon as either occurs, always. In other words, even if you've driven little, it's necessary to change the oil when the time limit expires. Whichever comes first between time and mileage is what counts. If the manufacturer says 6,000 miles or 6 months, you follow whichever happens first. Drove 6,000 in 4 months. Change it. Drove only 3,000 in 6 months. Change it anyway. There's no middle ground, no shortcuts, no workarounds that work. And there's another important technical detail. When you change oil, the engine never becomes 100% empty. There's always a bit of old oil left in the galleries. Cylinder head and oil pan. That's why the first change after buying a used car is critical. You don't know what type of oil was in there. You don't know when it was last changed. If you made it this far, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, because tomorrow we have a new video about engine noises and how to identify each type of problem just by sound. Don't miss it. The truth about oil changes is simple. Oil ages while sitting and degrades while running. You have to respect both limits. Every owner's manual indicates a time frame by time or mileage, and you should follow whichever expires first. Factors that degrade oil include temperature, pressure, hours of use, oxygen, fuel residues. Mileage doesn't represent absolute wear. It's just an indicator. There's a safety margin in the mileage, indicated in the manual, but for warranty reasons, follow the manufacturer's instructions. If you have questions about which oil to use, when to change it, what brand to buy, comment below and I'll answer everyone. Thanks, and see you in the next video.